In the San Jose mine in Chile, the beginning of the day always brimmed with vitality. 33 miners gathered at the mouth of the pit, ready to embrace another day of labor. Sunlight poured through the entrance of the mine, illuminating the familiar scene, making everyone feel warm and comfortable. "Good morning, Mario," an enthusiastic miner greeted their supervisor, Mario. "Good morning, Luis. Is everyone ready?" Mario responded with a smile. He was the leader of this small group, responsible for overseeing the progress and safety of the work. As the bell signaling the start rang out, the miners began to enter the mine, preparing to embark on a day's work. Clad in heavy work suits, wearing helmets, and holding tools, they stepped into the dark and damp depths underground. "The atmosphere seems a bit off today," a young miner whispered to his companion, pointing at cracks in the mine walls. "Don't worry, there are always some minor issues here," another seasoned miner reassured him, though beneath his calm exterior, you too felt a hint of unease. Suddenly, a loud rumble reverberated through the mine, causing the entire pit to tremble. Huge rocks came crashing down, sealing the exit completely in darkness. "Oh my God, what's happening?" a panicked miner shouted, trapped deep underground, despair and fear filling the space. Mario tried to calm everyone. "Stay calm. We will find a way." His voice sounded resolute in the darkness, the flame of hope burning within him. With the collapse of the rocks, the atmosphere in the mine became stifling and panic-stricken. Debris and dust swirled in the air, obscuring all light, making it nearly impossible for the miners to see each other's faces. "What do we do?" a young miner screamed in terror, his voice echoing in the darkness. Mario attempted to keep calm, though he too felt the pressure of despair. He knew he had to stay rational to lead everyone out of this predicament. "Everyone, just calm down. We need to find a way out." Mario's voice pierced through the fog of fear, like a guiding light. The miners began to search frantically, hoping to find an exit leading to the surface. However, they soon discovered that the collapse of the rocks had completely sealed their only way out, with no crevice to pass through. "This can't be happening. Are we trapped here?" A miner collapsed to the ground, staring blankly into the darkness ahead. Mario walked over to him, gently patting his shoulder. "Don't lose hope. We will find a way," his voice brimming with confidence. Deep underground, the miners began to face various difficulties and challenges for survival. As time passed, their predicament became increasingly apparent, and the flame of hope gradually dimmed. "Our food supplies are running dangerously low. What do we do?" an anxious miner asked, their provisions dwindling to the last few days. Mario attempted to remain composed. "We must ration our food until rescue arrives. We cannot lose hope." However, as the days went by, some miners began to feel despair. Some started to hoard food, disregarding the needs of others. Others chose to isolate themselves, immersed in their own sorrow and hopelessness. "We've been waiting for so long, and there's no sign of rescue. I don't want to wait anymore." A young miner hung his head, his voice filled with helplessness and despair. Mario tried to reassure everyone, "We cannot give up hope. As long as we stay united, we will get through this." However, some were no longer receptive to his words. Shrouded in despair, their hearts were filled only with endless fear and hopelessness, losing faith and hope for the future. With food scarcity and escalating despair, the miners' emotions became increasingly unstable. Deep underground, the oppressive atmosphere seemed to coalesce into an invisible storm, pushing their emotions to extremes. One day, as Mario tried to calm some unruly miners, a dispute suddenly erupted. "How dare you deceive us like this? We've been trapped here for too long, and rescue is impossible." An enraged middle-aged miner blamed Mario, his eyes full of resentment and dissatisfaction. Mario tried to explain, "We must stay calm to get through this. Fighting will only divide us further, making it impossible to find solutions together." However, some miners couldn't tolerate this false hope any longer, and they began to erupt in angry outbursts. "I don't need your comfort. Our fate is sealed. and I won't listen to your lies anymore." Another miner yelled furiously, his words filled with defiance against despair. The argument quickly escalated, and the miners seemed to be caught in an emotional whirlwind. Some burst into tears, while others attacked each other with angry words, filling the space with a suffocating atmosphere. In this chaotic situation, Mario struggled to maintain his composure. He knew that this argument would only further disperse them, making it impossible to collectively confront the crisis at hand. He worked hard to persuade everyone to stop arguing, regroup, and seek possible solutions together. Once the government and families learned about the miners being trapped, an intense rescue operation was immediately launched. Outside the mine, rescue teams and families gathered anxiously, awaiting news. "We must find them as soon as possible. There's no time to waste," a government official ordered solemnly to the rescue teams. The leader of the rescue team responded, "We've deployed the most experienced engineers and drillers, but the terrain deep in the mine is complex, making drilling extremely difficult." On the surface, the anxiety and unease among the families escalated. A woman, tears glistening in her eyes, stared at the mine entrance, saying, "My husband is in there. I can't lose him. The government must find them quickly." Government officials attempted to reassure the families, "We're doing everything we can. Please stay calm. We will find a solution as soon as possible." Rescue efforts began with surface drilling, with massive drilling machines rumbling and excavating deep holes, each drill representing a glimmer of hope. However, the complexity of the underground mine slowed progress. The drill has hit hard rock layers, requiring more time to penetrate, an engineer reported to the government officials. Inside the rescue command center on the surface, it was bustling with activity. "We need more drilling equipment and manpower. This progress is too slow," a rescue commander shouted anxiously. "We've done our best, but the hard rock layers underground are greatly impeding drilling speed," a technician explained helplessly. The engineering teams conducting surface drilling faced tremendous challenges. The underground rock layers were thick and hard, demanding significant effort and time with each drill. Outside the drilling teams, a group of families anxiously awaited news. They gathered in the lobby of the Rescue Command Center, eyes glued to the data on the screens, praying for swift rescue. What are they doing? Why is progress so slow? One family member couldn't help but complain to those nearby. "I know you're worried, but we have to trust the rescue teams. They'll do everything they can to get our loved ones out," another family member tried to comfort her. Meanwhile, the families embarked on their own actions. They hung up huge banners and photos outside the mine, conveying endless love and support to their trapped relatives. An elderly father anxiously said to other family members, "My son just got married not long ago. He can't leave us like this." The rescue operation progressed slowly, with obstacles in the underground mine making every step extremely challenging. Engineers continuously adjusted drilling plans. The rescue commander stood solemnly in the center of the command center, knowing that time was of the essence for the trapped miners. "We can't waste another minute. Every second could affect 33 lives," the government official's voice filled with urgency. "We must speed up the pace, find the rescue passage to the mine. Time is ticking away, we can't delay any longer." The rescue commander gritted his teeth, issuing orders to the staff. In the depths of despair within the mine, Mario stood before the others. Though fear and uncertainty filled his heart, he knew he had to face this crisis with unwavering resolve. "Everyone, I know the situation seems dire, but we mustn't lose hope. If we stand united, we can overcome this ordeal." Mario's voice rang out with determination and confidence, as if casting a beam of light into the darkness of the underground. A young miner lifted his head, a glimmer of hope in his eyes. "Mario is right. We mustn't lose faith. As long as we believe in each other, we'll find a way to survive." Another miner nodded. "He's right. We must trust in ourselves and the rescue team. If we persevere, things will get better. Let's stay calm, conserve food and water as much as possible, and cooperate to face these challenges together. As long as we stick together, we can overcome anything. Mario's voice echoed throughout the mine. After several days of intense drilling and effort, finally, one morning, a loud bang echoed from deep within the mine, signaling the successful opening of the rescue passage. "Look, someone's coming to rescue us," exclaimed a miner excitedly, his voice echoing through the mine like a call of relief. Other miners joined in the excitement, their faces filled with anticipation and emotion. They had waited too long, and now they finally saw a glimmer of hope for liberation. The rescue team swiftly entered the mine, clad in heavy protective gear, carrying lights and rescue tools, ready to bring out the trapped miners one by one. "Please line up and enter the rescue passage one by one. Stay calm," shouted a rescue worker loudly, his voice filled with authoritative command. The miners lined up tightly, entering the rescue passage one by one. Their emotions were indescribable, as if awaiting a rebirth. Finally, as the last miner was successfully brought out, the entire mine erupted into enthusiastic applause and cheers. They embraced each other, tears welling up in their eyes, finally free from the clutches of death, granted a new lease on life. "Thank you. Thank you for your rescue," expressed one miner gratefully to the rescue team, his voice filled with appreciation and respect. The rescue team felt genuinely relieved as well. They knew this rescue mission was not just about saving lives, but also a testament to teamwork and human resilience. In the end, all 33 miners were successfully rescued, becoming the focus of global attention.